Should India focus on space exploration? Will be our today's topic. What comes to your mind when we talk about the word space? S-P-A-C-E, space. Basically, this space, the word space we are talking about is the region beyond the Earth. It is impossible to get yourself to the space without the aircraft, the spacecraft, without the involvement of scientists. As per the experts, they have confirmed there is no gravity in the space. Now, when you stand on a building, as soon as you step aside the building and fall to the ground, there is nothing that can pull you up against the falling. However, in space, although there is no substances that pulls you upward, you don't have to fall. When you're in the space, you can walk in the air. This happens due to lack of gravitation. So in short, we can say the gravitational force in Earth is stronger than that in space. So why do we want India to focus on space exploration? Will be our main topic. How do we understand there are stars, planets that revolves around the sun? It is understood based on the confirmation done by the scientists. So by knowing all these things, we comes to understand the importance of universe. Since scientists have investigated these problems, today most of the people, especially engineers and scientists, are interested in finding more and more things that are available on this earth. We begin to understand the effectiveness of radioactive rays. Although we can't see anything from above, there are certain rays coming from the bulb. Those rays are very important in our life. For instance, ultraviolet rays, it is emitted from the sun. Despite the other rays, these one affects our life. It affects skin. It affects our skin, causing skin cancer, skin burn. We now have another substance that is called ozone layer. It is the layer which surrounds the earth, protected us from ultraviolet rays emitting from the sun. So with the help of ozone layer, we do not encounter skin burnt, we do not experience skin cancer, which can happen with the absence of ultraviolet ozone layer O3. So now, what is the benefit of getting involved in space exploration? As I mentioned before, there are certain things discovered by the scientists. As a result of these, people become more interested on things that are situated on this earth. Radioactive rays, which is highly used in surgery, ultraviolet we know VIBZYOR, VIBZYOR, starting from violet and ending in radio waves. The rainbow we see emits 7 rays, starting from violet rays and ends with radio waves. And to clarify the importance of rays, why do we use red color when the ambulance is coming from a far distance? Because red light has the largest wavelength, despite the other rays which are easily emitted. Before getting into a certain distance, the light gets splitted and is not visible to us. However, we can see the red light from a far distance because of its wavelength. Who first understand about the wavelength of red light? It's the scientists. So today, when we see ambulance, it comes from a far distance, can be easily identified with the red light that is put on the top of the vehicle. Consequently, not only this much, we have lots of ways how we use the effectiveness of rays in our life. However, we won't be explaining each one of them. If you're getting more time, then what we have said today is still red light. We will be expanding up to a certain point where it clearly defines the roles, the effectiveness, and the awful consequences of certain rays in our life.